My name is Chris Beck. I live in Dalton, Georgia. I'm a metal sculptor. I work with reclaimed material, mostly galvanized steel, barn roofing and chicken coop roofing, but old galvanized rusty metal. And before that, I was a carpenter for years. I worked with historic restoration. That was kind of my niche. I've worked as a carpenter since as long as I can remember. And in 2007, started working with metal. In 2009, made that a career. God is the author of all creativity. Everything that you see, God made, and He is the great creator. And I think that the Lord put something in all of us, a creative vein in all of us. And in my experience, for me personally, I always tried my hand at something. I mean, I tried magic marker and acrylic and oil and pastel and building furniture and carving wood. I mean, I tried my hand at a lot of different things. And when I found metal, or when metal found me, it was just, the gears just synced. I feel like the Lord has put on me the ability to create, but I think more importantly, at least for me, I don't believe in new ideas. I don't believe that I think of something and then it's my thought. I believe that the Lord puts things on my heart and puts things in my mind. And since He's given me the vision to see it, He's also given me the skill to create it. So for me, I think I don't want to say that it's an easy thing. It's not like what I do is easy, but as far as the concept, it's easy for me to see the Lord working in my work because I produce what I see. And I don't believe that the Lord would give me the ability if He didn't want me to do it. It may be my hand, but it is the power of the Spirit that's moving through me that He gets the glory, but I get to do it. I mean, the joy is mine to do. And I don't know, it's a cool thing. But when I go to work, I'm looking at a flat piece of steel, and I don't know what it's going to do. But you start bending and pounding and putting it over that anvil, and shapes start forming, and things start moving, and it's like, oh, okay, God, I guess we're going to do that today, whatever that is. And once the metal starts doing its thing, I start working with the metal so that I am trying to make what it's doing look its best. Does that make sense? The challenges of integrating Christ in my workplace is kind of a two-part answer. My 9 to 5 is pretty much it's Chris Beck. I got a radio, I got a hammer, I got a pair of pliers, and I got a welder, and lots of steel. I mean, I spend my time making and doing, and it really is. It's me and the Lord. In that respect, it's easy for me to integrate Christ in my work because I don't feel like I have any new ideas. I'm doing what the metal's doing because that's what the metal is doing, but I'm producing the image that the Lord put on my heart to do. And in that respect, it's kind of a simple thing. He's there with me all the time. But the second part of my job is I deal a lot with the public, and I deal a lot with art people, whether that be gallery owners or collectors or fellow artists. And you would think that the art community would be inviting or more understanding or welcoming of all ideas. But Jesus is offensive, and people cower when you throw out the name of Christ. And that is a challenge. It's difficult for me. My prayer almost every show that I do is to be bold for Christ. I want to live out my faith. I want it to be something that you see and something that I do. I usually pray over my space and pray over my work, and I pray for the people that are going to come. And ultimately, that it is about me and the Lord. I know that the Lord is going to send the right people to me, and that He will sustain me. But I also want to be a voice for those who don't know Christ, and it can be uncomfortable. Does my work add value to the world that God has created? And does my work add value to the people the Lord has made? And I would love to say yes. If I'm going to be honest, I don't know. I would hope so. I believe what I do is God-inspired. I believe that what I do is God's chosen path for me. It is how I provide for my family, and it is how I pay the mortgage and put food in our bellies. That's a big deal. That's a big deal when you're not making things or doing things that sustain life. It doesn't pay your car note or your insurance premium or your mortgage, and it's not going to put your kids through college. It's just something that you are going to hang on your wall because you like, and it's purely aesthetic. I think a joy for me is having that collector or that patron get an emotional connection to a piece of welded steel. So in that respect, yeah, I think it adds value to the people that the Lord has made.